Hey y'all, Reiki Healing coming at you with the channeled message from Spirit, alright? There has been a ripple effect. I have been catching wind of things happening, and I thought y'all might like to hear. So first of all, if you would like a personal reading with me or a Reiki healing session, my time is marked at $1 a minute, super affordable, Venmo or PayPal, jessiekalin777@gmail.com. Send me an email immediately with your question, concern, / location and availability if you're doing Reiki. You can join me on Facebook and Instagram for daily card pulls and a glimpse into some witchy life. And if you would like to join me on Patreon for monthly support, that would be really lovely as well. Because any way you support the channel, by the way, you also support a book coming out. And this book, it's tight. I lived through enough life where I have all of the plot now, and it's outlined. And the day I finished an outline, a friend said, hey, I had a vision of you at a book signing. So it's going to take a little bit though. So any way you support the channel, you support writing as well. Okay, so for this channeled message, what's going on here is there is major change happening on the divine masculine end of the energy. What does that mean? Well, the masculine influence over the world, generally people are going to, and especially of those in the twin flame community, although the loving community, forget twin flame, the loving community. Those in the loving community are feeling changes. Now, these changes differ by divine feminine and divine masculine energy. So on this spectrum, the divine masculines are undergoing this severe egotistical shock and kind of like a downgrade and a dark night of the soul where they're going through really, really difficult things. They're getting really in touch with themselves. They're learning how to love themselves through hardship, right? And maybe the divine feminines are familiar with that. There was a huge wave of that last year. And so what's going on with the divine feminines now? If you're on more that end of the spectrum, y'all need to burn bright. Now, we're not even talking action. We're talking about your energy. We're talking about your self-worth. We're talking about just being, right? And loving yourself to the utmost and fullest potential. And so I wanted to pull a few cards about what is happening with this tug, this change, this call to purpose. A lot of us are going to be receiving information about individual purpose. Already have. If you haven't already, you will very, very soon. Yes. Okay. So let's get a star spread happening here. And I want to use two different decks. One for the, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's just get the spread and we shall see what messages come about from it. Okay. So there's one. And I want to do another star spread with a different deck to pair a coupled message. Okay. So I'm using the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Rodley Valentine. And I'm also using the Druid Craft Tarot by Philip and Stephanie Cargom. And I think it's a very interesting combination because we have the fairies, we have the mystics, we have the angelic realm, and then we have a blend of divine masculine and feminine energy as far as this deck is concerned. Most of my artwork that I've been drawn to has been fairly feminine, and this line of work is generally speaking dominated with the feminine workers. Let's see. Yeah, major push going on. Okay, hold up. Wow, okay. All right, y'all, I love you so much. Give me a minute to just take a look at the cards here and see what we have going on. Okay, awesome. All right, unity. We are ascending into Christ consciousness bit by bit. If you are feeling a little overwhelmed or scared, if you get sent into anxiety, that is your ultra sensitivity sensing change. That anxiety comes from fear, and that is something that you can control. That is something that all of us, masculine, feminine, twin, soul, soulmate, doesn't matter. All of us energetically are feeling this pressure to become that person without fear. without fear. It doesn't matter your circumstance. It doesn't matter if you don't have the answers for tomorrow. It does not matter. All of us are transforming into these people that put our faith into the unknown, into God, Spirit, Source, Creator, Goddess, whatever you resonate with. Okay, so we have Prince of Cups along with Seven of Summer, which is Seven of Pentacles. So no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision, not even confusion. Coupled with this Prince of Cups, this need to make a decision. And look at all that power coming from, okay, so it's hard to see with this setup, but this divine masculine structure is holding a prism of some sort that is transmuting all light into fragmented light. All right, so it's this ability to create something beautiful, perhaps through a destruction or a fragmentation. This is commenting on the beauty of fragmentation of egotistical experience, and this Prince of Cups is commenting on the beauty of learning what emotions are all about, how they are truly the only thing that is kind of real, and really any lack of love or illusion of lack of love, that's not real. So truly, if you can, no matter what you are looking at, if you can clean your lens, learn how to really worship and praise, and this is like a cheers, and this is a rest card, you know, both of these characters, they're not really moving, they're not really doing much other than honoring and creating. That is the energy going right now. We are honoring the divine, the unknown, the long journey. The sun is setting in my perspective. The moon is out, the sun is setting. The journey is at an end for today, but there's a long journey going on. All right. So just keep reaching out. I'm sensing a lot of timelines kind of all happening at once. I'm feeling another major surgence, like far off in the future, what seems far off in the future. So what we are changing toward may not be happening immediately, but they are happening. And it may not be happening immediately, right, with the long journey and the turning in for the night and sort of aspect, let's begin tomorrow, but the journey becomes shorter when we stop dicking around, when we stop giving into that fear, when we stop painting with the illusion of anything that is less than success and union and true love and basking in abundance and doing what you need to do in the way that the light dictates, not the way you dictate the light. Like, he's just holding the prism here. That is the ability of our control, to hold, to structure. It's kind of, it's the responsibility of holding that fear and not letting it own you. But as far as physical manipulation goes, the more you let go in your daily life, the more you let go in your daily life and accept your circumstances and love them and love each day and love yourself more and more each day, that's when the ball really starts to get rolling. Right now we are in this sort of slower energy. And honestly, depending on what kind of dream you have for yourself, depending on what kind of divine life purpose, take this energy and see where you are from a year from now. But that's really not to diminish or undermine the work happening at this present time. This is all part of the experience, and it's a really good part of the experience, and it will result in results sooner rather than later. That year down the road, those are big things. Big things. And things that you may not even define for yourself in your brain. So don't even try to like, oh, am I not going to buy my house within this year? No, it can surprise you. All right. Just the way we input our energy and the way that we honor the unknown in the process, it will greatly benefit to us within like a year is really what I'm sensing, especially as a global consciousness collective. Let us see where societies are in a year. Let's see what happens. All right. So internal struggle we have going on, direct struggle we have going on right now. We have the Feralt, I believe is how you say it, and the Nine of Winter. So this is actually a really beautiful card combination here, because the Feralt is all about alchemy. It's all about transmuting current circumstance into something else. Ashes to ashes, oils to oils is what I like to say anymore, because it's like you can reduce something down to ash in the very same way you can reduce something down to an oil, essential oils, right? So, but this is dealing with the energy. This is making something out of nothing. This is where that trust comes in. And the Nine of Winter is the Nine of Swords in typical tarot. Unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. And frankly, at this point, we don't want to worry at all. But this is always underneath this alchemy, right? It's always underneath this, like, well, I can do anything, right? That's the struggle sector. I can do anything. Don't worry about it, right? And so just taking care of your own struggle to alchemize your life, and it starts with your energy and your perspective and raising your frequency and allowing and channeling and accepting divine love in every and all of its forms and magnifying on that and only making more of that through the filter that is your perspective. You have nothing to worry about, although worry is kind of I'm right there with you. Maybe I'll put a guided meditation up to release worry. But the unfounded fear, focusing, the releasing worry. Okay, so all of this being in our struggle sector, this is successful though. This is a struggle that we are learning to overcome. We are learning to overcome the limitations that we have put on ourselves for our own happiness. We're realizing how we can possibly say no. We're going to feel the difference between our past and how we have treated ourselves and what we've allowed for ourselves up until this point. And we're going to feel the difference as it changes, as we've start to accept the things that we've taken a lot of time to work on, especially on the divine feminine side about a year ago, making those internal decisions, being the light, transmuting the energy and creating something different for the divine masculines to follow through. So if you are a divine feminine and you do think that you have a twin flame relationship, or you're experiencing a very intense soulmate relationship, or just any soulmate relationship, like for real, any sort of connection, there is no need to put worry in the outcome. Subtract that, detract that, just take that away. It does not need to be in the output of the formation of acceptance of true love. Okay, so we can do this and we can let go of worry. We really, really, truly, truly can. To help us with this energy that's happening that I really needed to speak about was so we have Two of Wands and the Wheel. All right, so we are working with our vibe tribe. We are working with our soulmates. We are working with the universe. We are hand in hand with each other on a global ethereal scale. We know that we are headed towards something better than what has been predicted for us. We know that as we shed all fear and add in love and love ourselves along the way and don't procrastinate anymore about how to feel about ourselves or our circumstance, so that we may be able to create whatever it is we damn well please. Look at those two rainbows, by the way. I think that's partly why I just held these, right? Rainbow off in the distance, rainbow from the prism, not prison, although prison of the mind, right? These flesh cases. I don't know. So the Two of Wands with the Wheel. So we are working on a 5D level very cooperatively with our vibe tribe and our destiny. All right. Delays are over. Sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car, or travel. So yeah, a lot of us in the community may be inspired to move, may be inspired to, they're just feeling a call from a group of people or their person, and if it's for you to relocate, that would actually be really, really good. And there's also something about reaching out and communicating about this sort of about this connection, about this move, about this travel. And this travel can also mean traveling across time, and it can also mean traveling across egotistical storylines to heal. So that's another thing that this wheel is really talking about. It's talking about fate, destiny, the tapestry of life, because the wheel here is depicted as like a spinning wheel with all of the, oh, and I think it's supposed to be their hair that they are spinning. But it's all about working with the natural fibers of the world of this life and spinning it into your own creation. And this, the energy is really big. Hold on. I should say dense. The energy is really dense. So to help you, okay, so bringing it back to this releasing of the fear, right? And to take control and to alchemize. You are not the only one participating in this event. You are not alone. And the more that you put your efforts onto yourself and transmute and do the energy work, the quicker the results will happen, because the people in your vibe tribe pick up on that. All right. And the more you are willing to put in the work, it's because other people are being connected, right? Other people are putting in the work and you're picking up on their 5D self. And so you're gaining inspiration. There is a snowball effect happening here with people getting together and contributing to healing the world by first healing themselves. But that process is seriously like halfway done. And what happens when you start to heal is that you start to get additional responsibilities. Things start to come towards you because you can handle it. Maybe not everything at once, and we're talking about that year mark later on down the line, but we are talking about getting started. Hooray! All right, so our strength. Yes! First of all, it's our strength sector. Second of all, strength. Our strength is our strength. Okay, our strength is our strength, along with 9 of Spring, which is 9 of Wands in typical tarot. So protect the fruits of your labor, prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental activism. This is speaking about the potential for a human mind to undo all of the soul work that they've done for a long time for whatever fear that ails them. Fear of success, fear of failure, fear of rejection, whatever the fuck have you. Don't give in to this energy. Don't do it. Protect the fruits of your labor. Convince yourself, alchemize, that everything will be just fine. And how do you do that? You do not allow yourself to stray from the idea of success. You apply masculine discipline, even though it's a very feminine figure here. You apply that sort of, and there's something to be said about the divine strength, the feminine strength. And notice how she's sitting there and like the wild boar is behind her and kind of like looking to her for direction, and she is completely at ease. That is very much, if you relate to the divine feminine energy, that's very much the divine energetic state that you should be in your strength, radiating your light, building the future with your energy, and not second guessing, right? And for the divine masculine, it's not self-beratement. It's loving yourself. This strength is all about that love. It's letting the love of God Source Creator, of this earth, of this world, of yourself, of your people. It doesn't matter if you're atheist. It doesn't matter if you're religious. It doesn't matter as long as you connect and vibrate and resonate with existence itself. That's all that really matters. All right. And that strength is to overcome your own boundaries, to allow in the kind of love that you didn't know you deserved, you don't think you deserve, and you would never think to ask for or prescribe for yourself. And that's one of the most beautiful things about a soulmate relationship or even a twin flame relationship. It's like, be open to the kind of person who can come to you, right? Be open. Don't limit yourself, again, with that limitation. Protect the fruits of your labor. Don't resist any gift because you've had an idea of what it could or should be, right? And so this is talking about love life, very much so for all of the community, all involved, even if you are in union or marriage or partnership, whatever have you. There's always this sort of willingness to let people surprise you and unfold and grow and Okay, so on a not love-related note, we are talking about getting in touch with business and refusing to let past mistakes or past failures prevent you from moving forward with whatever idea that you've been divinely inspired with, at least as of late. Right? Keep going. You are strong enough to make sure that everything will be worth it. All right, so internal struggles we have going on. Four of Wands, which is a twin flame card, along with the Hermit. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society. A commitment to your spiritual growth. This is connection. This is a reason to celebrate. And I love how in this deck, the Four of Wands is just the land, a fire, the place that honors the fire pit, and a hovel, but like no one is there. For me, in this context, this card is representative of the unity of the elements of the earth. And we were just talking about the alchemy, right? And appreciating the pixelated experience and abandoning this 3D reality that has us wrapped around its pinky finger with our fear of financials, fear of acceptance, fear of being ugly, fear of not being beautiful enough, yada, 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 fear of our neighbor because they have a different skin tone, fear itself, and seeing beyond that and being so very connected to the very cells that may allow you to breathe air, you know, and this appreciation goes everywhere. This appreciation goes everywhere. It goes into you. It goes into your love life, either the invisible bond that has yet to show itself in 3D form, or in union, you know, in that physical self, like just really strengthening that bond. So it's about strengthening your bond to the earth and to all of the experiences tied to the earth, along with that Hermit card. So this is all internalized. This is all absolutely 100%. You can't really have a conversation with the earth the way you do with another human or even an animal or another physical representation of a sliver of spirit. This is soul speak stuff. This is learning stuff. But the Hermit here, okay, so yes, being alone for a while longer. I don't know why I'm sensing 2 weeks. If you're feeling lonely, if you are yearning, surrender to this, to the unknown, surrender to the help of the divine and the strength of your tapestry, and live in this experience fully. Bring it back to you. It's about your energy. It's about how you can apply yourself if you're the divine masculine, right? And it's about how you can control yourself if you're of the divine feminine. Either way, both are called to exercise their magic to the utmost degree. And part of this, I think, 2-week sort of experience from here on out is sort of like, well, how far can I take this? How much can I do? What am I really put on this earth to do? And it's living through experience to learn that while also having fun learning by doing. Awesome. So for the general outcome of this channeled message, this random channeled message. So we have 2 from the from the Druid Craft Tarot. So 8 of Wands and 9 of Pentacles. Really beautiful stuff. So not only are they somewhat sequential, 8 and 9, but it's talking about the 8 of Wands is the effort of throwing your energy, like obviously, like throwing your energy into the future, co-creating the future, rapid development happening here, rapid, and lots of imaginative creation. So honestly, if you're having an intense go of it, use the power of your mind and see if you can't make something happen in 2 weeks' time. Just apply yourself in that way. Channel your energy for yourself, through yourself, love your life. Don't be concerned about your partner, your future partner. It doesn't matter at this point in time. We are creating our own destiny by throwing our energy into the future and by also letting our energy be of a positive and abundant mindset. By finally doing the struggle sector, by finally overcoming the struggle of setting down worry, elevating yourself into an abundant mindset, a positive high frequency that attracts in things to you that you need and you love. No fear, no fear, no fear of lack or love. It's coming. The more you believe in it, the more it will happen. So the Princess of Summer, gentle and sensitive, kind, experienced, a new relationship or emotional experience, invitation to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. So the whole reason why we are experiencing this sort of like slow energy and taking our time, really learning our lessons, is because we are about to start something new. And we are going to be inspired to become the person, absolutely solidified, become the person we are meant to be, to connect with people that we're meant to connect with at the divine time when they are also ready. And because this is in the outcome card, and I'm sensing like that 2 weeks to like a year, I'm sensing a degree of newness. So don't be surprised if people come with ideas, or new people come, or people from your past come back. It's not a retrograde feeling, but it's a gift from the universe kind of feeling. And that's the thing of a new relationship or emotional experience. No matter what the circumstance, no matter the precedence, no matter the backstory, it's a new beginning. It's a new circumstance. You are new, they are new, everything about this is new. Let's keep in that abundant mindset. Let's have the new be really good, right? And this is kind of like the surface with these two messages behind it going like, yes, this energy of abundant mindset and social invitations and a fresh start, that's all coming from this current singular egotistical state of trust and faith and throwing that into our future. You can do that with your past and your future. It's Reiki. You're sending life energy for you want it to go. All right. So, and hey, practice makes perfect, right? If you want help with that, honestly, if you would like a little Reiki boost, 15-minute session can do wonders. So hit me up with that. All right. Awesome. I love you. And that's honestly the only reason why I say that for like Reiki healing is because I really, truly 100% believe that it works and that it helps. So there it is, everyone. Very, very nice reading. Get internal. Believe, believe, believe. My eyes were just drawn to delays are over. Believe, believe, believe that the delays are over and the delays will be over. It may take a couple days for you to swallow this belief every day going like, no, this is really going to happen. No, no more self-doubt. No, I'm not going to think that way about my future because that's my past. That does not matter. I'm going to alchemize this. I'm going to transmute this into exactly what it is that I want. It may take a few days to acclimate. And honestly, just focus on your frequency, focus on cleansing it and keeping it vibrant and lit and energized, and you will see results. Bubble of truth, so hard right now. Okay. Is there anything else that, no. But I was, no. Okay, we're done. We're done. That's quite the message. There it is. I hope this helped y'all out, and you know where to find me for personal guidance if you need it along the way. Peace, babies. Talk to you soon.